Warning: this video contains sensitive and controversial bedbug information that you need to hear. The information in this presentation has already saved thousands of people from heartache, suffering, and despair. Our team has worked for years to assemble this one incredible method that allows anyone to get rid of bedbugs quickly, safely, and inexpensively. It's a secret that took over 5 years to discover and refine. It's a secret that the pest control industry does not want you to know about. It's so effective against bedbugs that one study published by Pest Control Technology shows a 100% bedbug mortality rate within just 1 day of exposure. If you have a bedbug problem, you need to listen to the following presentation carefully. Bedbugs strike where we're most vulnerable, and the psychological effects of that hit the hardest. The emotional distress, anxiety, paranoia, and embarrassment. Sleeping becomes impossible. Every air molecule that touches you in just the wrong way has you jumping out of your skin. I understand what you're feeling because I went through it myself. My name is Mark, and back in 2010, I found myself fighting the battle of my life. I remember it all too well. In the middle of one night, my son walked into my bedroom and announced, "Daddy, I'm all itchy." I turned the lights on, and he had little red bumps all over his arms. I went into his room and found tiny little bugs crawling on his sheets. You have got to be kidding me, I thought. I jumped online to research what they were, and it didn't take long to figure out. My heart sank. We had bedbugs. It was a helpless feeling, holding my son, standing there in the middle of the night, wondering what to do. Could I have prevented this? How do I fix it? I felt like a terrible father. The following morning, I had to call 6 different pest control companies just to find someone that could come out to my home that same morning. After an initial inspection, the service tech hit me with a price for treatment. Wow. At that point, I didn't think I had any other choice but to find the money and pay his fee. For 6 weeks, we followed all of his instructions. We threw stuff away, did 1,000,000 loads of laundry, and bagged all of our belongings. Everything I owned was in garbage bags piled up in the middle of my kitchen and bathroom. He applied 3 treatments, each 2 weeks apart. He showed up, sprayed chemicals all over the place, and left. At the end of those 6 weeks, he told us that the bedbugs were gone. It was finally over. Or was it? 2 weeks later, I saw a bedbug climbing up my bedpost. My heart sank again. I called the company to inform them that the bedbugs were back, but they went on to explain to me that they already held up their end of the bargain. If we still had bedbugs, they claimed it was either a new infestation or that we did something wrong on our part during their treatments. Now, I couldn't afford to hire someone else at this point, and I knew that I probably had legal recourse, but how long would that take to resolve? I needed to do something for my family right then. So I decided on a controversial solution. I was going to get rid of the bedbugs myself. So I did a lot of research. I read published studies. I scoured online forums and discussions. I reached out to numerous entomologists and bedbug experts for advice. But it wasn't easy, and I would never recommend treating for bedbugs yourself unless you're following a proven scientific strategy that takes all the guesswork out of it, because I didn't have that. And even though I was as prepared as possible, I made a lot of mistakes. The process took too long. It became way too expensive. I quickly realized that everything I read online about bedbugs was completely wrong or severely outdated. There had to be a better solution. It was during that time that I discovered an unconventional but powerful strategy that would eventually become the foundation of what I'm here to talk to you about today. So with that discovery, a lot of hard work and perseverance, and just the right amount of luck, our bedbug nightmare was finally over. It would still take weeks before my children stopped sleeping with the lights on, but eventually we were able to feel safe and comfortable in our home again. We even reached a point where we could laugh about some of our hardships. But I walked away from this experience in complete shock about the lack of information, reliable resources, and education across the board when it came to bedbugs. Hardly anyone knew what they were talking about. Most of the information you'll find online was and still is wrong today. Either that, or as I said before, it's severely outdated. Making matters worse, very few exterminators have the specialized training to deal with bedbug infestations. Now, they'll still take your money because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. and they'll pretend that they know what they're doing. But in the end, if your home isn't treated properly, the bed bugs will be back. So I set out to do something about it. Since my bed bug battle back in 2010, I've dedicated my entire professional life to developing a better solution for the average person that finds themselves in the same position as I did. Those of us that don't have thousands of dollars to waste and can't afford to have our lives flipped upside down for weeks at a time. The solution I found was the result of years of research and development, studies, tweaking and testing, successes and failures. I worked side by side with hundreds of families who were battling bedbug infestations. It was heartbreaking to watch. But in the end, all of that hard work led to the development of a bulletproof system for getting rid of bedbugs that is now finally available to the public. I call it the Ultimate Bedbug Destroyer. This system has already helped tens of thousands of people in 30 different countries discover the secrets needed to get rid of bedbugs quickly, safely, and inexpensively. It's a step-by-step proven method that you can start using right now. It's easy to follow and will carefully guide you through every detail, leaving nothing to chance, ending your nightmare and returning your life back to normal as soon as possible. I believe that I have a personal responsibility to do everything I can to help fight this epidemic. So I never want money to stand in the way of this information reaching the people that need it the most. And because of that, I've priced the Ultimate Bedbug Destroyer as low as I possibly could. Conventional treatment and recovery from a bedbug infestation can easily cost as much as a few $1,000s. So close your eyes for a moment and think about what you would be willing to pay to save that money and end your family's suffering right away. No more bites, no more sleepless nights, no more anxiety, paranoia, and embarrassment. $500? $300? $100? The results that this system delivers are worth at least that much, and I'm certain that you would agree. But today, I won't even charge you half of that. Instead, when you invest in the Bedbug Destroyer program, you're going to get the entire system. The Bedbug Introduction Manual, the Bedbug Inspection Handbook, the award-winning Bedbug Destroyer Method, and the wildly popular Bedbug Supply Manual, which together make up a $70 value. But because I'm so passionate about helping fight the bedbug epidemic and getting the best information out to the people who need it the most, you can have everything today for just $27. The best part is that you don't have to pay for shipping and handling or wait around for the information to arrive at your doorstep. Because of the time-sensitive nature of the problem we're dealing with, I've made it available by instant download. This way, you can have all the information you need in your hands in less than 2 minutes from right now. And when you place your order today, you're going to get my 100% no-nonsense guarantee to go with it. Listen, I know how well this system works, and so do thousands of other bedbug survivors around the world. But I understand if you still have some reservations. And because of that, I want to make sure that you're 100% comfortable with your decision to order today. So if you're not satisfied for any reason whatsoever, just let me know anytime within the next 60 days, and I'll issue you a fast and courteous refund with no questions asked. I don't think I can make you a better offer than that. All you need to do is click the order button right now, and you'll have the entire system in your hands in just a few short minutes. And don't forget, all the risk is on me, not you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. I'll see you on the other side.